The power of Z. God bless Putin! Fascist America down! God bless Putin! Работаем, братья, работаем. We're here today to support the Russian peacekeepers. If we believe that they are bringing peace, we believe the Russian peacekeepers are actually there to liberate people from fascists.
Last weekend, a group of about 50 people descended on the Russian consulate in Wolara to voice their support for the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Strange speeches propagandizing the invasion of Ukraine as some kind of anti-New World Order movement aimed at liberating the country from the corrupt cabal government installed by the Bidens, Clintons, and neo-Nazis that plagued the country. I got a bit lost myself, but the speeches were given next to an oversized image of Vladimir Putin to a diverse crowd that strangely contained a bunch of cookers chanting for the death of Scott Morrison.
Advancing very quickly, very successfully.
Where's that fat cunt Morrison?
Morrison.
Yeah, what's he saying about it?
Morrison's sending missiles. Morrison's sending missiles.
He's sleeping.
We know what Morrison does when there's a crisis. He goes to Hawaii.
Like his holiday. He's going holiday.
But guess what? At the moment, Morrison's got COVID. How many jabs did he have?
Die!
How many jabs did Morrison have? He
Not
didn't have
enough.
them.
Ironically, the crowd even contained a few white nationalists and a member of the neo-Nazi group Golden Dawn. Hang on. Now, why would members of white nationalist groups and neo-Nazis attend an event advocating for the denazification of Ukraine? Well, that's got a lot to do with the organizer of the event, Ozzy Kozak, aka Simeon Boykov. Simeon showed up LARPing in a camouflage army uniform with Russian flag insignia, which is pretty fucking weird for a man who has never done any service in any army. He also showed up with his car emblazoned with duct tape in the shape of a Z, notoriously seen on some of the Russian armor invading Ukraine, which is quickly becoming seen as the Russian version of a swastika. So, who is Simeon Boykov? Well, if you don't know, I suggest you turn off now, because once you learn, you can't unlearn. Simeon is a pro-Russian nationalist wanker who gained a following protesting COVID restrictions and antagonizing the police over the course of the pandemic.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Aussie Cossack on patrol in Sydney. And as you can see behind me, we have another customer. And this time it appears to be the Eureka flag, which has sparked their overzealous attention. Nah. Knock on the door. Another cop over here. What for? Why? No, why you want to open the door? You had your hand on your gun, and now you want me to open the door. You had your hand on your gun just then.
Now, Simeon doesn't believe any of this crap about fighting the New World Order or denazifying Ukraine. He just knows what buttons to push to ingratiate himself with cooked idiots from the freedom movement so they can get on board with Daddy Vlad and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. How do I know this, you might ask? Well, Simeon has surrounded himself with neo-Nazis for quite some time. On October 28, 2016, Simeon, like the fucking scumbag he is, attended a fundraiser for the neo-Nazi group Golden Dawn, where he was invited as the head of the Russian Cossack Association of Australia to accept a plaque in recognition of, as Golden Dawn say on their website, our official friendship and alliance with Russian nationalists and a promise that Golden Dawn holds true to its word that should or when we take power, to align the Greek state against the Zionists of Washington and towards our comrades in Moscow. Pretty fucking sad. Now, Simeon claimed when I put this question to him that he was invited to a Greek community Orthodox event, but that's a fucking lie. If it wasn't true, Simeon, with his propensity to sue people for defamation, would have taken Golden Dawn to court like the grifting money vacuum he is. During the pro-Russia rally, a man who goes by the social media handle Baidonius Princeps also confronted Simeon about his links to the Golden Dawn event and given a similar response.
That's okay, yeah, film it, boys, film it. Hello, boys. How we going, everyone? Thank you, brother. So you deplore, Paul Allen, do you deplore neo-Nazi organisations?
Right, please, sir.
Yeah, sure. Do you deplore neo-Nazi organisations? Do you swear on the Australian people?
What are you trying to provocate here?
Well, see, the thing is, you won't even swear on the Australian people, brother. Oh, okay, yeah, it's like the same with the last guy. Bro, I'm with all your people, brother. I love this. Look, brother. What about the Golden Dawn? Why'd you go to the Golden Dawn meetings, brother?
Orthodox event.
Okay, a neo-Nazi organisation. A neo-Nazi organisation. This is the thing, Golden Dawn, brother. Neo-Nazi organisation, everyone. This guy's a fake. He's a traitor to the Australian people. You're a fucking fraud, brother. What about the $500 a head tickets that you're charging for the Freedom Ball, brother? Show your bank transactions. What are you doing with the money?
Why are you here?
What are you doing with the money, bro?
Why are you here, mate?
So this guy's an ultra-crepidarian. The absolute epitomisation of a pseudo-intellectual. See, synonymous with Dunning-Kruger effect. This guy thinks he knows. See, you're a closet authoritarian. And no, that's fine, bro. That's fine. Just be honest about it.
What do you think?
Be honest about it. Yeah, Mr. Boykoff, please respond. You're usually the confident guy on the camera.
Have your hands stopped shaking?
I'm scared, bro. I'm shaking.
It looks like you're scared.
I'm so scared.
Right, if you want to speak to Golden Dawn, speak to them. I'm not a member of Golden Dawn.
But you're going to their meetings. Where'd you get your Southern Cross flag? Where'd you get your Southern Cross flag?
Got plenty of them.
Where'd you get your main
And
one?
your Eureka flag.
Yeah, where'd you get it? Jim Salim, Australia First, brother. You've been Australia First party. This guy's hanging around with neo-Nazis, pretending to be against.
And this is where it gets pretty interesting, because just mere moments after Simeon disavowed neo-Nazis, Baidonius Princeps was approached by a man who opens his jacket, revealing his Golden Dawn shirt.
You are grow up. You're Golden Dawn hanging out with.
This isn't just a once-off, because while Simeon was in Canberra for the Convoy to Canberra, spreading LRAD conspiracies and encouraging people to ignore lawful orders from police, this man was part of his entourage. That's an awfully big coincidence for someone who attended a Greek Orthodox community event without any knowledge that it was organised by the Golden Dawn neo-Nazis. Maybe this friendship is just a one-off connection that Simeon has to Nazis. Nope. A speaker at the same Greek Orthodox community event, okay, I guess we can drop the sarcasm now and call it what it fucking is, a neo-Nazi circle jerk. At the same neo-Nazi circle jerk Simeon attended, a speaker by the name of Jim Salim accepted the same plaque of recognition. Now, Jim Salim is one of the most prolific white nationalists in Australian history and the leader of the Australia First Party. Jim denies being a Nazi, but he has been photographed on a few occasions wearing a Nazi swastika on an armband, and at a protest in Brisbane in 1975 was photographed in full Nazi regalia. Jim and Simeon have attended a wide range of events together. He spoke at an event organised by Simeon promoting the return of Crimean cannons taken from the Russians in the 1800s. They protested lockdowns together, and Simeon even visited the head office of Jim's political party, where he praised Jim for being the only politician and party to have a picture of Daddy Vlad in their office.
Party. Now, believe it or not, this is the only political party in Australia which in its headquarters has a interesting life-size portrait of none other than Vladimir Putin. Now have a look at that. Вот я сейчас нахожусь в штабе австралийской политической партии. Австралия первая, Австралия First. Ну, посмотрите, как австралийцы уважают нашего президента. This is unbelievable. And here is the leader of the Australia First political party, Dr. Jim Salim.
Yep. He's been to a couple of demonstrations as street theatre.
Dr. Jim, how do Aussies, true blue Aussies, how do they rate Vladimir Putin?
Well, they are certainly now in large numbers looking towards Australia being a neutral country, but they believe that President Putin, that modern Russia is no threat whatsoever to the true Australia.
Do you think Russia is an ally and Putin is an ally?
Well, Australia should be a neutral country. What that means is he is no enemy. If our regime says he is an enemy, our regime lies. He's not the enemy. Never was, never will be. He's in a dimension all of his own.
Finally, last week Simeon was outed by another well-known neo-Nazi by the name of Thomas Sewell, whom Simeon sent quite a telling message to in response for removing Thomas from his overtly pro-Russian propagandized Telegram channel for spamming anti-Semitic content. Just have a listen. The reason isn't what you'd expect for someone who claims to be against neo-Nazis.
Listen, I can't have this ridiculous amount of spam and so forth in the comment section. You understand? I don't want to be seen to be anti-Semitic, right? Russia's very careful in that regard. We need to accuse the Ukrainians of being anti-Semitic. So, I can try and somehow add you back in, but please keep this in mind.
So, there you have it. Simeon doesn't want to be seen as anti-Semitic, not because he isn't, but because he needs to accuse Ukraine of being anti-Semitic. You are an absolute piece of human fucking garbage, Simeon. Now, some people may be asking what Simeon's motivations are for publicly advocating for the denazification of Ukraine while privately cozying up to neo-Nazis. Well, the answer's pretty simple, actually. Simeon is a self-appointed Russian shill with his head so far up Putin's ass that the only thing coming out of his mouth is shit. Simeon doesn't care about Ukraine or its people. He doesn't believe this is some special operation to free the people from neo-Nazis. In fact, in an article with a Russian-based paper, Simeon told them Ukraine is primordially Russian land and that Russians can't live next door to traitors of Russian values. I posted this article to my Twitter, and Simeon posted this tweet to his propaganda Telegram channel, commenting that his views haven't changed at all and that Russia is liberating Russian cities from Ukrainian occupiers. In another interview with Russian news outlet Yuga, Simeon openly states that he considers himself a Russian statesman who, and I quote here, will always support the line of the state, the president of the country, and that he has great respect for the commander-in-chief, Putin. In the same article, he goes on to declare that he has a unique opportunity to support Russia from within an enemy state. What kind of Australian citizen, let alone one who claims he is an Australian patriot, declares his own fucking country an enemy state? I'll put a link in the description to my Twitter with the entire translated article for you to read, as it's quite interesting his opinions on Russia. It's pretty evident, though, that Simeon is just spitting out Russian propaganda on his own accord. I want to make this clear, though. Simeon is a citizen of Australia. He isn't an agent of Russia, and he does this out of his own fantasy of being a covert Russian agent. He larps around in a uniform, pretending to be in the military, while willfully spreading propaganda and pushing conspiracy to undermine Australia in the service of Russia. Just look at him, parading around at a pro-Putin rally, sadly saluting an authoritarian while larping in a uniform that he probably got from some second-hand army thrift store. In the same Yuga article from 2018, he confidently says that he does this for free for the love of Russia and solely in the interest of the Russian state. If you are cooked enough to overlook the fact that Simeon has overt connections with neo-Nazis and white nationalists, and the evidence at least suggests that he is a neo-Nazi sympathizer and at best one himself, and you justify Putin's invasion of Ukraine as some profound mission to denazify the country and fight a made-up cabal of evildoers while Ukrainian civilians are being shelled, bombed and murdered for little more than territorial expansion, then you are as much as a garbage person as Simeon. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and let me know, and I'll find some time to do more. And Simeon, if you watch this and have the impulsive idea to sue me for defamation, please do, because I got all this information off your mates at Golden Dawn's website, photos you posted, and previous articles and interviews you were stupid enough to do yourself. So, thanks for watching.
Соответственно, мы пришли поддержать честь и достоинство нашего президента, уважаемого главнокомандующего Владимира Владимировича Путина. И мы напомним всем, что не все русские за границей колбасные иммигранты, а есть и патриоты, которые готовы поддерживать интересы государства российского и ее действующего законного президента.
Русская, иди туда, ты не туда попала. Вот это были недовольные хохлядские девочки, которые не могли устроиться на работу на Тверской и на, где еще там стоят, на Химках. And as I know, my fellow Australians all support Vladimir Putin. Support Putin! Yeah! Владимир Путин молодец! Навальный хитрый подлец!